And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. There he goes, left side. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown now. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throw left side complete. That's home. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going to be caught by Davis. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, showing something different?
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
In motion left, Hardman. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay. Down. Sometimes it's just a great play.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. In motion right, that's Hardman. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, 50 yards. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Blunts to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Hall again on 2nd down. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you profess. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 6-yard line.
2nd and 6. And it's caught. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
At the 6-yard line.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super wild card weekend. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Hardman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
This is taken at the 18. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On first down, it's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, good. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On first down, Justin Herbert on the out route. He finds Johnston. And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Running on first down, Eckler to the 27-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second down and 8. It's Eckler again. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 20-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Herbert. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're trying to do?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And New York set to take the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Nicole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll pick a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there, and we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team. Okay, I get it. I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
They'll run with Hall, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
They'll set up to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
His own 49.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So no gain on the play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
New York ready to go again offensively. And this a very important drive leading into 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
That is caught. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have... 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him in.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the line?